anything to mean anything, you must sacrifice something for it. For example, God has his rules. There are, as the different religions want to believe, different gods. I believe the God, the all-knowing power that they are all referring to is all the same God, though. But God has his rules, depending on whatever book you subscribe to. Those rules and those bounds that you decide to live upon create things you can do and things you can't do. And the things that you can't do are not necessarily things you can't do. They're things you won't do because you sacrifice them for God. In order for anything to mean anything, you must sacrifice for it. People wouldn't defend God with their lives and sacrifice even their own life if they didn't believe in something even more meaningful than themselves. As life, we all have a higher purpose, because we're a part of this ecosystem of all the different forms of consciousness in the world. I think the road is actually one of the perfect examples of consciousness in my philosophy of paradise philosophy, because paradise philosophy is just like trying to ask the question, how do we all build paradise? How do we build a utopia? How do we build a heaven on earth? Well, on the road, we understand intrinsically this philosophy. We're all headed in infinite different directions. We're all in different shapes and sizes. But we all subscribe to these rules of the road. That even though I'm trying to get to where I'm going, I can help other people get to where they're going, and I can make sure I don't hinder someone else's ability to get where they're going. We all agree to this idea that we're all going in infinite different directions, and we just all want to get to our destination as safely as possible without anybody getting there. We're all one. It's like an entire organism. This is like ants, whenever they're just doing that whole shit where they're transporting shit. They're moving as a unit, as one organism. In that sense, they're not just the ants. They're more than themselves. They're the entire ant colony. Now you must think of the collective. You know what I'm saying? So it's just humans a lot of times get so trapped into their ego, they only think of themselves, and especially with America and what they try to program into people, especially in the West, is like this individualism. I love Asian culture because they practice the complete opposite. It's about the collective. It's about your family. Like it's a whole thing of making jokes about, you've disgraced this family. Like, it's like, bro, like, that's how it should be, nigga. You are wearing this last name. You are one of us. And you will hold yourself to a high degree and make this name proud. Now, we just got to extrapolate that and understand that all of us are all trying to get to the same place on a macro scale. We're all trying to innovate and evolve. And I believe that in order to build paradise, we all need to make it possible for everybody to realize their untapped potential without hindering the experience of anybody else. I don't think anybody should be making themselves feel smaller just to protect other people's egos that might get offended. I think this world should be built as a meritocracy, and the amount of ability that you have, and understand that every single human on this planet has the ability to be anything, to do anything they put their mind to learn anything. So we can learn abilities every single day. We can learn multiple abilities every single day. Some people don't learn a new ability for years. That's crazy. Our job is to grow as an organism in ourselves, to actualize in ourselves in a society that will promote and give you prestige for how much ability, how much knowledge, how much you build your avatar. That it should promote that. It should be rewarded. The society should reward you for being your best self. Learn how to unlock higher levels of awareness. Because just thinking about yourself is one level of awareness. Imagine if you could think about the entire ecosystem around you and implementing that knowledge as you move around. And now this is like even deeper now, because I'm talking about once you understand that we are all one, once you understand that this is all, and I had to slow down because obviously y'all see this op right here, you feel me? Like, these niggas are limiters, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, at least create a road for the niggas like me that have more potential to go faster speeds and still control his car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing this shit consciously. Understand, I'm not on my phone while I'm doing this. There are niggas on the fucking road on their phone. They're ruining the driving experience for everybody else. And society shames the people that are 100% focused on the road. 100% focused. They're not on their phone, because in order for them to drive at these insane speeds and cut up, as we call it, you have to focus. Because it feels like a game, but this is still real life, and we understand that. We're completely focused. But because we're 100% focused, we're 100% present as we are driving, we unlock more performance output because we are more locked in, we are more focused on the task at hand. I think people should be shamed even more for using their phones while on the road. In my society, I would make it so that the phone turns off when you enter your car. You can use voice commands and shit like that, but the phone turns off. You can't use it. Because I need all my people 100% focused while they're on the road. Because then we can raise speed limits. Because now people can go faster speeds safely because everybody is on the same wavelength. I don't like how this op's going the same way as me. Because he's literally becomes a limiter now for me. My car is 1 of 1, so he obviously sees me. Probably expects me. He's probably watching me. Shit looks like some shit that might take off. Thing is, though, I gotta know my strengths, my weaknesses. Nigga, I'm not gonna run for no ops. Even if I am faster. At the end of the day, I'm in a Tesla. And until I got like backup batteries like Batman, nigga, all they have to do is play the long game, and eventually I'm gonna have to charge. Patience. So I would either need insane enough speed that I can close the gap before that happens and lose them, or I just gotta vibe. You know what I'm saying? And there's other solutions too. You can also lose them in traffic. I understand why some people drive slow. Their cars physically just can't go any faster. You know what I'm saying? But this car is like, it's just, I guess I gotta stop expecting other people to have the same as me, or to be the same as me. And that's not even me like holding down the pedal. I don't be doing that, guys. I just don't like to push it too far. Let's see if my aura makes him speed up. Everybody on the road has a bubble. So once you find that bubble, just enter that bubble, and then they're gonna speed up so you don't burst their bubble. Because they want to be a comfortable distance from behind the car they're in front of, and also a comfortable distance in front of the car behind them. So I'll just psychology of the road. I should really do a series on that. That'll be cool. You also got to keep in mind though, like if I was gonna pressure him to like move, or him or her, I gotta make sure I see in front of them. So once again, think deeper awareness than just you. All right, look ahead. Be like, do they even have room to go up more? You know what I'm saying? If there's space to be taken, yeah, I might pressure people to like take some space, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need to do, because like now you're hindering the experience for the people behind you, because you won't take space, so you make room for all the other people, and just allow just the road to flow. Of this TED Talk, this lecture, is honestly learn to think about more than just yourself. Individualism is cool because we do need to become the best versions of ourselves, but once we become the best versions of ourselves, or we start to better ourselves, the lessons that we learn, we can then teach to other consciousness that maybe haven't learned that lesson yet, so you can help them grow. So the more you grow in yourself, the more you can also help other people grow, and now you're helping to expand consciousness. And that's our goal as life itself, is to innovate and evolve. So we all need to innovate and evolve in ourselves, and then we need to come together as a collective, think about the collective, come together in harmony, and figure out how we can innovate and evolve as an entire species, as an entire collective.